Hello everyone. Now let's take a look at this example here. And in this case, we'll consider this scenario where there's no fuse in the circuit. Now in this specific example, this appliance has undergone so much use and it undergoes wear and tear. So much so that the live wire has become disconnected from the load and is now touching the metal casing electrically. There is the earth wire connected to the metal casing and the switch along the live wire. It's just that it doesn't have a fuse. So what happens when you turn on the switch? So when you turn on the switch, current will flow from the live potential. Current flows from live potential. And this time round, you note that the live wire is electrically connected to the metal casing. So that means it doesn't pass through the load. The load is not going to work at all because the current doesn't flow through it. The current is going to pass through the metal casing, through the earth wire to the earth. And we know that the AC source is connected to 240 volts. And the resistance along the wires, the metal casing and the earth wire, is almost zero. Very, very, very close to zero, almost zero. And earlier on, we calculated P equals IV. If your voltage is 240 volts, and your current, because the resistance is very, 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 very low, so your current is very high. So you take 240 volts, multiply by a very high number, you get a very large power output. So that means the thermal energy dissipated along the live wire, the metal casing and the earth wire is going to be very, very, very large. And this results in very, very, very high thermal energy being dissipated along the connection, which will potentially lead to electrical fire. So what happens when you have the fuse there? If you have the fuse connected along the live wire, a very large current pass through, which is above the current rating of the appliance. The fuse will melt and disconnect the circuit. And hence why that's how the fuse serves to prevent a potential electrical hazard like electrical fire.